Good morning and happy Monday. Another UPW is in the books. The largest UPW in the history of the universe. We had 30,000 families, so we figured 60, 70,000 people at the UPW. My dog is getting excited this morning. So it's Monday. It's the spring equinox is happening, so happy spring. Kind of feels a little bit like spring out there if you're in Northern Illinois. So what is it, when I send, I've got a group of 400 people that I'm taking care of for 4 days, and we give them so much information. As I send them off, what is it that we try to focus on? It's like, okay, with all of this information, what is it that I should take away from this event? Well, number one, you should take away that anything's possible, that anything that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, if you get a big enough why, you can figure out a way to accomplish that task, whatever that is. So, yeah, my dog's mad because she wants to be fed. Get a big enough why, and you're going to figure out the outcome. But what happens? What happens is we all get stuck in the how. We get a dream, and we start to think about that dream, and then all of a sudden we're like, I have no idea how I'm going to create that outcome. And because of that, we stop and we go, I just don't think that that's realistic, and I don't think that that's something that I can do. And so then we quit. Well, how do you work on that? Well, the biggest thing is to stop your dog from barking. One of the greatest ways to take care of that is to create results in advance. And the way to create results in advance is to visualize yourself creating these outcomes. As I send them off, I always talk about a morning routine and how important a morning routine is. And even on a day like today where I went to bed late, so I slept a little bit later because I need to catch up after an event, I still do my morning routine. And part of that morning routine is I review my goals, and I do a Tony Robbins priming. You can do whatever you want. But part of that should be seeing yourself creating these outcomes. Visualizing these outcomes. Because remember, your mind doesn't know the difference between what you vividly imagine and what you actually experience. And when you vividly imagine creating these outcomes, as far as your mind is concerned, you've already done it. Well, what does that do? Well, that gives you confidence. That makes it so that your mind's like, well, if I already did this, then I can do it again. I mean, for years and years and years and years and years, they said a man couldn't run a 4-minute mile. Then Roger Bannister did it. Within a couple of years, 15 people had done it. The psychology had shifted. So the way that you shift your psychology is to do visualization, is to simply see yourself creating that outcome, because that's how Roger Bannister did it with the 4-minute miles. He saw himself crossing that finish line under 4 minutes again and again and again and again. So we've talked about the power of a morning routine. As you do some of that morning routine, a portion of it needs to be where you're seeing yourself crossing that finish line and creating these outcomes that you want to create. Whatever those outcomes are, whatever it is that you've dreamed of, a goal is just a dream with a deadline. Visualize yourself creating those outcomes. And the next thing you know, all of a sudden, those outcomes are going to be real. I told you that I've got in my closet a vision board that I did 25 years ago. And it is amazing to me when I look at that how many things I've checked off. And I went to Date with Destiny in 2016, redid Date with Destiny with my daughter. And when I designed my life for the rest of my life at that Date with Destiny, I also listed a whole series of goals that I've looked at every morning pretty much since that time. And now I look at it, and well over half of those have been checked off the list because I visualize. And a lot of times when I set those goals, I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to do this. But guess what? I've created those results because I visualize them every morning as though they've already happened. That's the power of the mind. Put it into effect into your morning routine every day. And before you know it, 4 or 5 years are going to go by, and you're going to look back and go, wow, I've created a whole new life and a whole new world. We only go around this merry-go-round once. Let's make it count. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Mr. Drehobel, good morning. Ms. Pesca, good morning. I will see you at the office when I make it. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day. We're all in this together. Let's take care of each other.